Well, here we are again. It is time for, what is this, part 5? Yeah, I think it's part 5. For British Columbia, Season 10, SnowRunner. Where, as you can see, we're queued up to perform the Off the Tracks task, where it's time to get some gold. So we've got the Bandit, we've got Savvy Trailer, so let's get up this hill. Let's see how much difference there is in the performance between this and the P16. Oh look, I have not got stuck yet. I know I don't have any cargo, but I'm able to just high gear it. Oh god, he says, smashing into a guardrail. Oh, alright, yeah, alright. Yep, there's a muddy bit. So this is to recover 4 gold cargo, and I think take them to the, basically to the railway station by the garage. But I will need a crane, so I've got to get a crane up here as well. But I'm working on that, so I'm going to be doing, what, like 2 and a bit missions? You know, combo of tasks and contracts. The part 2 of which will involve actually getting a crane. Oopsie daisies. Oh wow, that's a lot of engine damage in 2 hits. What a renegade. Yeah, do you want to make the turn? We got the repair parts. It'll be fine. Wow, we're really bruising it. Obviously, on the way down, be much more gentle. And I have a plan for getting a crane truck up to us. Yeah, that's really not something we want to get stuck on. Seriously, what is it with trying to turn left on these ramps? It just doesn't happen. So yeah, we're gonna have a Kenworth, so a 4-slot trailer. So I've got a Kenworth prep with 7 cargo on it, which is gonna gently make its way up the mountain. Probably this way, and it makes me think more and more that I should do the pipe repair first. Which I think is something I might actually do. So it is, because it's a big pipe, so it's a 4-slot cargo. Right, what's the best way for me to get to... I'm going this way. Whee! They're all annoyingly separate. Why are they so spread out? That's just bizarre. Alright, so I'll line up for the first one. You should be able to counter steer. Right. Let's pull out the crane truck. Yeah. So we're going to do this. It gave way. Is that just one big pipe? I could twin steer a pipe up here. That would make life easier. Yeah, let's do that first. Right, so we've got our big boy pipe. I wonder what they do with these big caps once they've installed the pipe. We play giant frisbee. Let's hope that's how recreation goes down. At least it's not those stupid frisbees that are just, well, they just have the middle cut out. But they get stuck on seals and shit. Stop using hollow frisbees. Anyway, this should make all our following journeys up to the drilling area much easier by doing this. So I recommend doing this one quite early. Oh wow. Right, up we go. Can we avoid the requirement of the winch this time? Maybe. Maybe not. No, 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 we're okay. We're okay. But I did, on the return journey, so obviously I used the ferry to cross. Because the large pipe comes from the warehouse you open up, that I think we did in episode 3. I can't remember. It's where we opened up 2 cargo stores. And yeah, so you have to go across there. So I went up the boat ramp in high gear, and we were just fine. No damage. On the way back down, I eased over the crest very gently and took fuel tank damage when not going very quickly at all. It was all quite disturbing. Come on, Twin Steer. Okay, so we're down by the river crossing. Ooh, that was looking a bit hairy for a second. Whoop, yeah, all looks good. Across the nice new bridge. And up to the backside of the plant, and we'll use this opportunity to not flip the Twin Steer as we go looking for the other task. I hope. Alright, hopefully we'll just roll in there. Save a bit of fuel in doing so. Pop. See, that should require metal beams as well. But, you know. Just from what I'm seeing, you know, 4 supports made of metal plus the big pipe. Right, yeah, so we've got to, well, what is pipe replacement, and yeah, it's the same thing. We can deliver to the other side. Well, in terms of I suppose it's an entirely just off-road route where you would come down here and just amble your way through the trees. I don't really know why you would be doing this when you've got like actual roads. That's a bit of a weird one. Anyways, we'll get back to off the tracks, but first, if we flicker our way up the list, we have a big boy with a big amount of cargo. We've got 1 metal beam, 1 spare service part, 1 small pipes, 1 cargo container. Because part of that is required for some different missions, which I need to switch on. This one, right? And a different one. Because I properly planned this out. Oh, just hearing the sound of that. But replacing that pipe means that we don't need to do the wiggly wavy bit through the forest, which, considering I'm towing a trailer, is going to make things quite a bit easier. Will that help? No. I decreased the amount of power I was putting in just a little too much. I was wondering how far I would get with the Ford CLT 9000 around here, and in my head the answer is not far. There's a bit too much mud, I think. Alright, just to assist with the hill climb. Or the all-wheel drive. Look, I mean, those rocks aren't even touching the ground. Oh, I don't even know if I got a screen grab for a thumbnail yet. Oh no. I think I was planning on it being this cargo configuration. As we make our way over probably one of the worst road sections ever. But if things do go sideways, I do actually have a crane. So I'll bring up. We are at A- for power to weight. Which, you know, it could be worse. It could be better. But it definitely could be worse. So I think the small pipes was... I think it's... yeah. It's for the little pump storage building thingy. I think. I can't remember. Oh, and I only planned this half an hour ago. I have to think about that because I'm already 20 minutes into the actual recording. Alright, let's get a good run into this. This is probably going to be a low plus jobby. But I mean, that's fine by me. We'll see a bit more of this. See how it goes. Maybe now would have been the time for mud tires. Those super heavy boys. So I bet if I'm doing these kinds of speeds now, when it comes to driving over the rock outcrops like that one ahead, it might be a bit tricky. But there's, I mean, we're hefting a lot of weight here. A lot of weight. Plus this trailer, I don't use it as much anymore because it's, with its tiny wheels, it does kind of just act more like a sled than a proper trailer. Oh no, I mean we got over that quite well actually. Oh, there's some roots. There's some roots that are bigger than the trees nearby, so those roots are BS. Come on, you got this. There we go. We just gotta find that optimum point. Come on. No, okay, so then that's... we've got that little bit there. That's alright though. It's, yeah, it's trying to get over the outcrop that it's struggling with. Ooh, hopefully we don't ground out here. And then we've got to lift the trailer over the outcrop, whilst also getting ourselves over this crest. Perfect demonstration that this truck is more than capable. Seven slots of cargo, 510 litres of fuel. You know, it makes the Paystar 5600 look a bit naff. You know, because it's so damn fuel inefficient. It's horribly inefficient. Just gonna, a bit of winch just to help the truck turn the corner. Because yeah, steering's not great. There we go. There's my thumbnail. Now you know where that's come from. Right, needs more turning, more turning, more turning. More turning. This is rocks ahead. That's the thing, because I've driven this route a few times now. I can drive it backwards. Well, I can drive it while looking backwards. Just to keep an eye on what's happening in the rear. Plus it lets you look at the truck. So downhill, we can give this a try. Oh, the trailer's bouncing around. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. As is the way. This is the way. Oh, we got a rogue boulder in the water. That's no problem, really. Yes, I think the other materials were for this, the contract for the bottom company for the pumping station. It's kind of like a third of the cargo needed. So I thought, well, all I would have to do is just use a slightly bigger trailer, and that would help partially do that. Because I'm not about just, you know, do one task, drive to the end, reset everything, because it's, I don't know. Well, it makes everything take longer doing it like that, resetting every time. Because once I'm up here, I don't actually need the trailer anymore. I can unload the cargo for this mission and then put the small pipes on the truck, so I don't have to keep lugging the trailer around. I mean, everything's free apart from the fuel, so I can just get rid of the trailer. So we're gonna need it again, pretty sharpish. Oh, actually, well, we might not. We'll turn it on when we need it. That is now. So, I presume this will open another warehouse? Given it is deliveries to a warehouse. Maybe. Great, you certainly did a big job here. God, even the flavor text is... What are we on now? 127 to 97 ratio. Ah, there is no warehouse. Right, so in here... Pumping revival, right? Yeah, this is the one. So, we want to unpack, detach. Because, yeah, small pipes is 2, so that's 4. Plus 2 slots for the service spare parts makes 6. And then 1 metal beams is 2 slots, makes 8. If I can hoist. Come on. So if I can do 3 while I'm here across multiple jobs, that's grand. And then we can go and help out the bandit. Because in reality we can move and grab 4 of the gold, put them on this truck, and then put them all onto the bandit to free this up to do other things. Right, let's get a blazing down this track, and I'll see you at the pumping station. So down here we are. Right. I mean, it's a fairly simple job. There's nothing really to say. I could have just cut most of this out. But we will come back up here later, I think with a different truck. A truck I have not driven in, well, to say a long time is not really fair, because the actual truck hasn't been available for a long time. But it was hyped up for a very long time. Only to feel like a bit of a letdown when it actually came out. So if you can maybe work out what it is, you'll know what's coming. But that combined with a 2-slot side bed trailer will enable us to easily round off the rest of Pumping Revival. But for now, we head up to the gold to assist the bandit with off the tracks. So we're here. We've got 4 gold to recover. So that's what we're gonna do. So we can just lump a few on. I should be able to reach past the tree for this one. Yeah, there we go. Gold being the cargo that was added in the previous update. Right, so got that in a good position. Now we just hoik it around. Kind of into the tree. Still need to get up there. Oh, there's a little there's a little umbrella up there. Someone's been having a picnic. Although most of the time spent here, it is raining. Right, so we'll just Pack those. Interesting that the pack placed them that way around. Hoist stuff. This one. Because to be honest, the gold cargo is pretty heavy. So had I left the bandit's crane on, I'm fairly sure it would have just fallen over. I mean, the thing can't even lift a metal beam onto itself from the side. It will tip over. Alright. Oh, I didn't unpack my gold. Pop that one and that. And la-di-da. So they go in Strime Rotter. Let's get it neat, you know. No? Can we? Ah, there we go. There we go. Just so that one doesn't end up like right at the back. I'm gonna lift it into position, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Alright. Ho 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 ho. Right, so we are heading down to, well, the downtown. We've got to go back to the cargo station. What's going to be the best way back? I could just, yeah, I'll head down the switchback, actually. I think that's, it might be a bit slower when I'm at the bottom. Because there's a bit of mud to go through, but it'd be nice to go down the switchback rather. I just keep going up it. Oh, it's on the left. Come on, Bandito, give me a turn. I don't think that sign really does this road justice. Obviously, we'll take it a bit more easy on the way down compared to what we did on the way up. And in theory, I should be alright for fuel. I've got 140 in the roof rack. Ow. Look at that. Look at that rainy, wet view. Is that the regular weather for British Columbia? It is somewhere I would like to go. Forested, rocky mountains, lots of big rivers, lots of geology, all my favorite things. Ow. It's as if the truck is an extension of my own being. I wouldn't be surprised, actually, given the way the Bandit handles and treads over terrain. I would not be surprised if these crates of gold are heavier than the Bandit. Oh, dearie me. Oh, come on. In the in the pre-recording time, where I moved trucks into certain positions before using them, I drove the Bandit back through the northern town to get it in position, you know, get it refueled and stuff, and I went a bit heavy-handedly into one of the guardrails, and in one foul blow completely destroyed the fuel tank, which, as you can see, is actually nowhere to be seen on the vehicle. I mean, it's definitely not in the cabin. So, look. If you press up, you can see the greenish tinge over these to show you that there's fuel in them. It's another truck. Doesn't have a fuel tank. But yet you can outright destroy it, even without knowing where it is. That wasn't much of a correction. There you go. 1 damage. Why? Why? God, it can be painful sometimes. But this is like way back when, apart from the, you know, the cargo aspect, this is what Spin Tires was like. It was a case of crawling along at 2-3 miles per hour. None of this blasting down the road in high gear doing 30. Bandit. Right. Not far to go now. It's like the auto gearbox is so stupid. It's like, oh, you're going up a hill. Second? Like, no, you're going the wrong way in the gears. High gear is only fine if you've already got speed. Ready for a splash? Oh no, I don't think I had the window closed. There's oh, it's a hard hat, so it's always a good thing to have. Right, I think this is the last. Well, obstacle is not really the right term. It's a semi-collapsed bridge with a very aggressive step in it. It's bad coming the other way. I've never come this way along it actually, and this actually it does look worse. So always approach these things slowly, or else you'll just annihilate your suspension and your front wheels. Anybody that's driven over the concrete blocks in Erska River will know exactly what I'm talking about. Come on, come on, keep scrambling. Scramble. Ah. So there's one more bit of muddy water, and then we're home free. And then we're going to go drive back up to the drilling area again. I think we're going to have to go up there several times. There are, well, several missions, so. But of course we will go over there. Going straight through the water here is not amazing. Hence why I'm driving the Bandit around. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't realize the ground was that tough there. Oh, this is really narrow. Oh, we're okay though. Oh, look, we've got a semi-coil, no, a coil tube and semi-trailer. There's another cheeky 13. Whoopsie. Oh, I've damaged the engine so much, we now have additional fuel consumption. Lovely. That's alright though, the garage is here. So we'll just get this bobble out of the way. So here it is. Let me know down below if you did guess what I was going to use. But this is obviously not the configuration that I wanted to go with. Obviously this truck does have a triple flatbed. But the overhang is so great, apparently, that no trailers can be attached. So given that I need to shift 5 cargo, I'm using a 5-slot semi-trailer. Which is narrower than the Zix's wheels, which I do find quite funny. Also in here, is it? So when they were advertising this vehicle, they were like, oh, it's branded the Mastodon, blah blah blah, XYZ. It's the Mastodon. You know, it's the Zix 612H. When you view the truck in the garage, or you're trying to buy it, or when you view it there, nowhere is it actually referred to as Mastodon. Whoopsie. Oh, is that nose getting the better of it? There are quite a few areas where it might be nosy, but you also might be thinking, wow, he's using the fine-tuned gearbox. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there was a high range for this before, but there isn't now. And although I will have to double check that. And the advanced special gearbox and the special gearbox high gear are slower than low plus. Whether or not that's intentional, I don't know. The regular special gearbox only has 3 automatic gears. So I don't know if it's supposed to be its own unique brand for stuff like that, but the high gear is tremendously slow, and it doesn't fit with everything else that has a high range, that has an advanced special gearbox option, like the Azov trucks and the Kolobs and, you know, anything massive. So if it is supposed to stand on its own for something like that, its gearbox should not have that name because it's very misleading. You know, they just call it the Mastodon gearbox or something, you know. Right, let's see how we do getting up here. Like I said, it's been a while. I've not driven it since I reviewed it. The steering is a lot more responsive than I remember. I don't think any of the add-ons changed apart from the addition of the new super heavy crane. So that means that this truck can have this small blue loading crane that I've brought for no reason whatsoever, really. You've then got the heavy crane, the tatty yellow looking one, and then the third option of the very heavy crane, which does reduce the truck's power to weight ratio to B+. I don't know if that is just a blanket drop in power, like, oh, if your truck, if you are equipping this crane, your power to weight ratio will be B+, or it's just convenience. I'll have to double check the Paystar 5600, because I think with the most powerful engine, its power to weight ratio is S or S+. Oh. Caught the old tree there. But, you know, as you can imagine, given the beans, given the power, this route should not at all prove a challenge for this truck, apart from with the overhang. Can the crane... Oh no, oh yeah, the crane is in such a spot and is of a design where it really cannot reach into the trailer. So it's only if genuinely the worst comes to worst that I somehow flip this thing over that I'm going to need the crane. But this will help us finish off Pumping Revival, which will mean 1 fewer emissions up here. Although we've still at some point to bring up, I think, a drill, a large pipe for a different pipeline. Well, the same pipeline, just a different spot. So yeah, we're getting familiar with this route, shall we say. Oops. I've not been to the ski slope side of things for a while. There are a few tasks over that way. And I think a couple of contracts up into the forest, where they have a few cargo requirements. But maybe next time I will actually go and get the Mac, so we can use it in this map a little bit. Yeah, I will. I'll do that. Promise. Pinky promise. You can't see me do it, but I'm doing the pinky promise thing. So it is... God, I've actually got to write it, because what is it? Today's Tuesday, the 25th. It is 6 days before I'm supposed to travel to work, and I was meant to be doing a re-review of this trip, and I have not started that at all. No writing, no footage. That's why I'm driving it now, to get an idea of what's changed. I mean, obviously it's powerful and capable, but does it underperform based on previous iterations? And I think the horn's a little quiet. It's a good horn, but just quiet. Yeah, see? Not that can't be a mark against it. That's that'll change. That can change based on your sound settings alone. I wonder what made the developers decide that the Kenworth was going to have 510 litres capacity. It's almost like it saw the Zix and thought, like, 500, that's cool. Yeah, I'm 510? For whatever reason, although this does come with, I think is it 40 litres on the back there by the spare wheel? The service kit 50, which means the size of those jerry cans is not consistent between trucks. Where it was for a long time, now it isn't. Right, here we are. Bang, bang, bang. Another 15G. This a very money heavy map. It's very good. Look at that. Oh, 155,500. Although I've certainly spent, oh my god, I spent like 12 grand in river crossings or something. That's pretty bad. Anyways, that is where we are going to end things for today. So I want to thank you very much for watching. Join us next time where we will go and get the Mac, I promise. And have a great day.